Okay, we do have a presentation this morning. So I'd like to invite Mr. Kevin Liddy, Chair of the Sister Cities Committee, to the podium to give us a community update. Good morning.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing great.
Good. So my name is Kevin Liddy. I'm the chair of the Dayton Sister City Committee, and I wanted to appreciate the opportunity to come and give an update about the activities that the Sister City Committee is doing with regards to each of our 7 sister cities. I always like to give a reminder about where Sister Cities International began. So I want to start with a quote from Eisenhower, who's credited with founding Sister Cities International, and he says that peaceful relations between nations require understanding and mutual respect between individuals. Sister Cities International began in 1956, and since then over 400 cities across the United States have established relationships with 1,800 communities in over 140 countries. Dayton was an early adopter of this model, having our first sister city in 1964. So some of the things that are happening will kind of go in chronological order. So our first sister city was in Augsburg, Germany, and this year we're continuing to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the establishment of that relationship. So in a few weeks, about 18 students from Augsburg, Germany will be coming to, 18 students and their teachers will be coming to Dayton for a 9-day homestay experience with Dayton area families. Last August, the city of Augsburg welcomed an adult delegation from Dayton. And then in August of this year, from about August 2nd to 6th, Dayton will play host to a delegation coming from Augsburg, including the mayor of Augsburg. Oiso, Japan. In July, 3 students and 2 ceramic artists will be traveling to Dayton's second oldest sister city, and the oldest sister city relationship between a city in Ohio and a city in Japan. While the students will be staying with host families, the ceramic artists are going to be staying in an artists collective bed and breakfast where they will be collaborating with other Japanese ceramic artists to learn the craft. And their work will be on display. Our sister city of Oiso has a pottery festival in October, and so their work will be on display there. But I'm also working with the folks over at the Dayton Art Institute. They currently have a couple of Japanese art exhibits, but we're also looking to see if we can't incorporate what the artists do over there and what they bring back in the DAI Dialogues program that they have. Also in September, Dayton will have representation at the U.S.-Japan Summit that is being held over in Osaka, as well as the World Expo that is taking place there. Monrovia, Liberia. Our Monrovian co-chairs traveled to Monrovia back in February, where they met with the Monrovian mayor to discuss possibilities of this revitalized relationship. They also met with the newly established Liberia Sister City Association and the Liberia country representative from Sister Cities International. Meetings are being held, or were held at the time, with the U.S. Embassy over there in Monrovia, as well as 2 local schools to discuss potential future exchanges. And then lastly, they spent time with the Dayton-based Library for Africa, and they helped to distribute books, and they toured potential sites for the first public library in Liberia. Holon, Israel. Something that began out of necessity during the pandemic has turned into a blossoming, robust exchange with our sister city of Holon. Starting in January, virtual presentations have been conducted in which different elements of both Dayton and Holon's cities kind of showcase some of their accomplishments and field questions. So it kind of alternates from city to city. 2 of the most recent, Holon's Save a Child's Heart Hospital gave a presentation where they talked about how they saved the lives of critically ill children suffering from heart disease in countries where access to such pediatric care is either minimal or non-existent. And then Dayton, the Boonshoff Museum of Discovery presented to the folks in Holon about how they connect adults and children. I mean, I don't know anybody who has not been to the Boonshoff Museum here, but how they connect adults and children with nature, and they preserve collections for future generations. Sarajevo in Bosnia-Herzegovina. The Dayton Sister City Committee is currently working on the planning of events that are commemorating the 30th anniversary of the Dayton Peace Accords, and that's going to be taking place in November. But we're also preparing for the continuation of the Day Beha Youth Leadership Program. Tentatively, the representatives from the Dayton Mediation Center, which partners with the Sister City Committee, will be traveling in October to work with Bayha students and teachers as they prepare for a 3-week-long homestay here in Dayton. And that'll take place in November, where the students, if many of you recall, actually give presentations during one of the City Commission meetings. Rushmore, England. Communication with Rushmore continues following the 2024 visit by 30 students from Farnborough College of Technology. While a visit to Rushmore has been delayed because of a change in their governmental organization, exchange opportunities with Rushmore International, which is a citizen-based group, is improving since they had some reorganization. There might be some funds available for citizen-to-citizen visits. There's also a potential link between Farnborough Air Sciences Trust and the National Aviation Heritage Area here in Dayton. Lastly, Southfleet, Palestine. A new governor was recently appointed in Southfleet, and there's a motivation to actively expand our relationship with Southfleet. And to that end, as part of his TEFL studies at Wright State, there's a student who is facilitating an English as a foreign language class with about a couple dozen students from Al-Quds University in Southfleet. And through that relationship, we're working on planning to bring officials and professors from Al-Quds University and in the not too distant future, students as well, to Wright State. Additionally, we're having conversations to revisit a collaboration with Central State University and regarding their aquaponics research. Lastly, we've got 2 events that are taking place that I want to draw your attention to, both happening in August. The first is the event that's going to mark the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. Typically, we've had an event at this time that commemorates the years of peace between the U.S. and Japan following the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But this year, in collaboration with the Japanese American Citizen League and the Dayton International Peace Museum, the event's going to be widened to welcome the entirety of Dayton's diverse community. So we're in touch with Welcome Dayton. We're in touch with many other organizations around the community to try to widen it and celebrate the end of World War II and just really focus on peace. It'll take place on August 5th, and it's going to be held at the Peace Museum, and we're still working on details to try to figure out the logistics of what's going to happen. Also in August, we're actively working to bring a music group based out of our sister city of Holon. Founded in 2007 by Israeli and Palestinian friends, the group includes male and female members singing and rapping in Hebrew, Arabic, Russian, Yiddish, Aramaic, and English. They promote messages of hope and reconciliation. Their performances, which are rooted in hip-hop, draw from classical and popular Arab music to jazz, Jewish medieval folk music, and Russian songs, and it aims to connect people across languages and cultures. They came in November. 2 of their members came in November and performed like a little impromptu gig down in the Peace Museum, and I think everybody that was in the room was moved to tears. We have actually been working with the Levitt Pavilion, and they are on the calendar to perform at the Levitt in August. I'm actively working on their visa application to try to bring them here, and as many of you know, it's a very precarious travel to try to get them to come over here. Yep. So I provided a calendar that it's kind of like a 2-year calendar. Again, a lot of that is tentative, but that's what we've got planned for the next couple of years of things with each of them. You can see it's pretty full for an all-volunteer committee. It's not too bad. But I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about our program or what we're doing, anything like that.
Okay, great presentation, a lot of good information. Thank you. So, Commissioners, Commissioner Turner-Sloss, any questions or comments?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Leidy, for being here. Thank you for your leadership. And please extend our gratitude to the entire Sister City Committee. This is very helpful.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I don't know if you already have it in the makings, if this could be readily available on our website.
Yep.
Just so we can have the particulars, the dates, and all.
Yeah, it's on the, if you go, the link from the city's website to our page has a drop down for the 2-year calendar. And then the actual live calendar is linked there as well. So yeah, but I have to give credit to our vice chair, Lori Sims Park. She traveled to California and had a sister cities meeting with other sister cities, and she brought that back and said this would be a great idea. And so I have to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely. Well, please extend our gratitude and appreciation. And I just would like to thank Commissioner Joseph for his leadership on the Sisters Committee and all the work that is being done. And more than ever, this is definitely needed in this challenging time. So thank you for echoing the work and uplifting the work of peace that is definitely needed across the world. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Fairchild.
Yeah, just echo those gratitude. So thank you for this. It's exciting to see kind of a breath of fresh air kind of coming through the Sister Cities program. A lot of great opportunities coming up, the 30th anniversary of the Peace Accords, but I'm really excited about the visit of the, how do you say, the Viet System Ali?
Oh, yeah, Bait System Ali.
Yeah, thank you. I think that'll be a great opportunity, and it's what we've talked about, that Dayton has a unique role in giving our sister cities in both Israel and Palestine an opportunity to demonstrate what citizen-to-citizen diplomacy can do and the hope it can provide. So thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Shaw.
Yeah, just a lot of good information here. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it.
Commissioner Joseph.
Excellent work. I just simply would say that this is what we need more of our foreign policy, more understanding, more dialogue, more getting together, and so keep it up.
Thank you.
Okay, we need your help at the nation's capital. Thank you so much for your presentation.
I'm fine sticking here.